If you're 18 and you're stuck in scrolling, porn, procrastination and junk food, then this video is just for you. It's not because you're lazy, it's because you're trapped in habits that are quietly killing your potential. I'm not here to motivate you, I'm here to explain why you're stuck and how to actually escape. If you had to be honest with yourself, you probably actually know what you're supposed to be doing. You already have a brief understanding that you should be training more, eating healthier and doing just good productive habits. But for whatever reason, you just decide not to do that thing. You already know what you want to do, yet you haven't decided to do it. You escape into habits even when you hate them. You might hate scrolling, you might hate eating junk food, you might hate wasting time, but that's the only thing that your brain seeks comfort towards when you're not attacking something. And what's worse about this is the habits that you hate doing and the habits that you fall into are the ones that produce the most guilt. You feel guilty after relapsing. You feel guilty after eating that junk food that you know you shouldn't have eaten. You feel guilty after scrolling for 40 minutes and realizing that you've done nothing with your time. You feel guilty after all of these moments, yet the cycle just repeats over and over again. To add to this, when you're on social media, when you're scrolling on TikTok or you're on Instagram, all you're seeing is the fair few 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds who are on 10 grand a month, have amazing physiques, and are just living the life that you essentially want. So as a result, you feel behind compared to other guys your age. You know you should be doing more. It isn't like a thing in your head where you think you should be doing more. Your own brain is literally telling you that you know you should be doing more, yet you still just can't take action. You still can't stop yourself. You can't stop yourself from doing the bad habits and you just hate your life. And most people don't talk about this part, by the way. No one talks about this. There's this quiet frustration of knowing that you're wasting your own life. What most people don't understand is that you're not addicted because you're weak, and you're not addicted because you're stupid. You're addicted because the environment you're in and the environment you're surrounded by is quite literally designed to hijack your brain. Your phone is literally an unlimited source of dopamine. And then to add to that, loads of people eating junk food, which is pretty much engineered to make you crave it even more. And then you've got porn. Someone decided instead of reproducing, they're just gonna watch other people reproduce. And what porn is it's an instant escape from discomfort. Because you can't seek someone to have sex with, you decide to be a cuck and watch someone else have sex. And then last but not least, we've got procrastination, the avoidance of the problem. And this is what everything leads to, right? You're probably expecting me to say that bad habits are really bad for you, but they're not actually the problem. They're the symptom of the problem. So now you really resonate with what I'm saying, and now you've understood that these habits aren't great and you actually want to change. Now I'm going to go into the part of the video which actually changes your life. There's only going to be 3 steps, nothing more and nothing less. Step 1 is to remove friction. You might need to delete some apps, you might need to move your phone into another room, you might need to do whatever it takes to remove friction from your life. What I mean by this is make bad habits harder to actually engage in. So for example, with watching porn, it's super easy when you're in your room late at night and there's no one else around. But if you put yourself in a public environment like you're in the gym in the evenings, then the likelihood of you actually doing it is actually really low. Make bad habits harder, not impossible. You don't win by being strong, you win by playing it smart. The second thing is to replace escape with boredom. Don't replace scrolling with fake productivity, replace it with literally nothing. I know that sounds crazy and you're probably thinking, what the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean replace it with nothing? Here's what I mean. What I mean is let boredom replace focus. When there's no distractions and you're basically in your own mind and there's no music, there's no stimulation, your own brain starts to generate the thoughts that you basically don't have time to think about. And those thoughts are worth so much. Even money can't quantify the thoughts you get when you're just by yourself. So for example, if you're walking by yourself, instead of plugging in music to listen to something and numb your brain, just be raw with your emotions and your thoughts. Just walk by yourself, walk with no music, no stimulation, and really get the thoughts thinking in. Boredom is where discipline is built. Step 3 is the biggest part of all 3 steps. And this is the step which, if you fail this, nothing else will work. And it's the identity shift. Stop saying to yourself that I'm trying to quit, I won't goon today, I won't do this bad habit, I won't do this. Stop saying that shit to yourself. Start replacing words by saying, I don't do those things anymore. See yourself as the guy that's moved past a bad habit. So for example, if you're gooning all the time, I know it sounds funny, just say to yourself that you're not someone who goons. It's just that simple. See yourself as moving past the bad habit and see yourself as someone who doesn't do those things anymore. And every time your mind bounces back to doing the bad habit and doing the thing that you don't actually want to do, just act like the guy you respect. Act like the guy that you actually want to be. You don't rise to motivation, and you don't rise to the peaks and troughs you get of motivation. You rise to the identity and standard you're building for yourself. If you're 18 years old and you fix this now, you are going to become so dangerous in your 20s. Most people never remove the handbrakes from their life. They try building something like a business, they try improving in the gym, they try building something creative, yet they never remove the handbrakes and the small little things that are preventing them from gaining success. You could easily be in that position where you want to be just 2 years from now. Start small, stay consistent, and stop lying to yourself. Anyways, I hope this video has really helped you. If this video has, make sure you like and comment down below, and even subscribe, because it really helps my channel out. I'm producing new videos every single week, and my mission and my aim is to help you win in your life. As always, before I end every video, there's always one last thing I say. Always strive for excellence, because great things will come your way.